So if you have OCD, I'd suggest that you look away right now. For these next few builds, we're gonna look at simple illusions you can make with Lego, like this one I made from black and white bricks to create this interesting, confusing pattern. I feel like I'm gonna get a headache looking at this. I also built this illusion, which uses black and white checkers that are separated into rows by these thin lines. But if you look closely, you'll notice the lines for some reason don't look straight. So if you have OCD, I'd suggest that you look away right now. We also built this Lego triangle that seems to connect in an endless loop and looks extremely illegal. But before you call the cops, it turns out that it only looks that way because the angle you're looking at it from. I even did the same thing with this Lego staircase, which seems to infinitely go up. So if you're a Lego minifigure, never use these stairs. But it turns out it's actually not connected at all, but they appear to be depending on how you look at them. For this next Lego build, I made this wall full of Lego bricks that look like they're magically floating. And nope, I'm not using hacks because it turns out I use these special clear pieces that hold the bricks at a certain angle. I also made this floating Lego build, which uses tiny squares to create this satisfying shape. But if you turn it around, you'll notice I actually use transparent pieces behind the build to hold them up. For this next Lego build, I made a cube and a ball that appeared to be magically glitching through each other. And it looks super confusing, but it turns out I actually built part of the cube around the ball. Another Lego build I made is this confusing looking cube that appears to be floating and the edges don't seem connected. But it turns out I actually made it from one single piece that's built at different angles.